Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what a typical Saturday morning breakfast looks like in my household, okay? But before we get into it, if you guys are yet to subscribe, please click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and let's get into the recipe. So Saturday mornings, I basically make two different kinds of breakfast depending on what we want to eat. And today my children have requested waffles. So I'm going to make waffles, eggs, and some fruits for them, okay? Now, I already have like a prepared waffle mix. I'm going to list the ingredients. You can literally make your own waffle mix at home and basically just add your eggs and things like that when you're ready, okay? So if you guys notice, I'm literally just eyeballing it because I have, I'm used to this already, okay? So I added egg, milk, some melted butter. The waffle mix already has salt and baking powder and things like that, okay? So there is no need for all that extra stuff. I'm going to go ahead to give it a good mix. You guys should please check the description on how to make your own homemade waffle mix and the exact measurements that you will need for each batch of waffles, okay? Now this is the consistency that you're going for. You don't want it too fluidy, okay? Now I am going to get my waffle iron. I'm going to spray some coconut oil spray and I'm going to cover it and allow this to heat up, okay? It's important that you heat up your waffles before adding the first batch of waffle mix. If not, it's going to stick to the waffle iron, okay? As you can see, it's properly hot now, so I'm going to go ahead to add my waffle mix. All right, so I'm just going to add about 2 of those scoops, and I'm going to let the waffle iron do its thing, okay? If you guys should please tell me what a typical Saturday morning breakfast is in your house. I know a lot of people do like pap and akara and things like that, but I mean, I'm just not that girl that will start frying akara every Saturday morning. So it's always something easy like waffles or things like that, okay? I'm going to cover my waffle iron and just let it cook up while I begin to make my eggs on the side, okay? I have 2 daughters, but one of my daughters really loves scrambled eggs with her waffles, and she insists that she must have this every Saturday morning because I have told her that it's not visible for me to be doing all this extra work during the week. So Saturday morning, she's always asking for waffles and eggs. So this is how I make my scrambled eggs. I just put some butter, crack the egg directly into the pan, add some salt, and I begin to scramble it, okay? I like to do this because it gives the egg a better color, okay? When you whisk it, it has this whitish, I don't know, it just looks pale. But when you put it in the pan directly, the heat kind of cooks it up a bit before you start to scramble, and you have this like yellowish looking kind of eggs, which I really like, if you guys can see what I mean. So that's why I like to crack it directly into the pan. All right, now that's all done. I'm just going to go back to my waffles and it is ready. It's ready, guys. It's really that easy, especially if you have your waffle mix already made. You just literally pour and you're done. So I'm just going to take this out of the pan and I'm going to make the next batch of waffles, and I'm going to start prepping their fruits, okay? For fruits today, they will be having some apples. All right, so I'm just going to cut this up for them, take out the core of the apple and just slice it up, okay? Now the tip to ensuring that your apples do not go to begin to oxidize and turn brown is to soak it in some salted water. If you look over at the edge there towards my sink, you would see their plates already out with some waffles already in it. I promise you guys, this doesn't even take any time, okay? I'm able to do this in literally about 15 minutes or 20 minutes max. 20 minutes is a stretch, okay? 15 minutes max, okay? So this is my salted water, and I'm just going to put my apple slices in there so that it doesn't begin to turn brown, okay? Once I'm done doing that, I'm going to go back and check up on my waffle. It's done now. Yeah, and this is what is looking like. It was looking like this waffle iron didn't want to open, but it came open and it's beautiful, very lovely golden brown waffles, okay, which is how we love them. All right, so I'm going to go ahead to serve them. I just took a kitchen scissors to cut up the waffles and I served them in their plates with the scrambled eggs and with their apple slices, okay? And basically this is lunch, okay? I mean, this is breakfast rather. Now obviously you need to rinse out that salted water from the apples before you serve it to your kids, okay? Because you don't want your apples tasting salty. Okay, so I rinsed out that salted water before serving it, and this was their lunch. I'm going to also add some syrup for them. They always have their waffles with some syrup. Okay, and this is my girls breakfast. All right, I'm going to start prepping the breakfast for myself and my husband, or mostly my husband, if I'm being honest. My husband is not a waffle person. He's not a waffle, he's not a pancake person. He's like, those are kids food. So I'm going to be making some quesadillas for him, which is really a typical Saturday morning breakfast for us in my house. So I'm going to be making some shrimp quesadillas, and this is me just adding butter. I added my shrimps, I added some garlic powder and some all-purpose seasoning, and I'm also going to add a little bit of parsley. Okay, and I'm going to give everything a good mix, and I'm going to allow my shrimp cook properly. Okay, mix it properly, and I'm going to allow my shrimp cook properly. The good thing about quesadillas is that you can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use egg, whatever you like. I'm going to be making some shrimp and egg quesadillas. Okay, now if you season your shrimps like this, just the way I have done, it is so absolutely delicious. This is one that you're definitely going to love. Okay, so I'm just cooking up my shrimps to ensure that it's properly cooked, and once that is done, it looks done now, I'm going to take it out of my pan. Okay, I'm taking out my shrimps and I'm just placing it in another bowl while we work on the next part of our breakfast. If you guys are yet to subscribe, please make sure you click that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell. Okay, next up, we're going to go ahead to fry some bell peppers. Added a little more butter to the mix, and I'm just going to fry some bell peppers. Okay, now you don't want to fry the bell peppers for too long because it's going to get too soft, and we're also going to add eggs into this. But first, I'm going to season it first with some all-purpose seasoning. Okay, I use this I don't remember the name now, Don Rivers, I think, all-purpose seasoning. I totally recommend it. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, now once I was done doing that, I moved the pan and I took out my shrimps. I put my shrimps on a chopping board, and I'm just going to chop it. Okay, I want this into little dices. I want it really small into really small pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to use my knife to cut up the shrimps. All right, now you'll see why I'm cutting it up in a few minutes when we are assembling everything together. So just chop up your shrimps, or before you even fry your shrimps, you can go ahead to first mince it before frying. So once it's looking like this, it's ready. And I cut it up first because once everything starts to cook, I won't have time to do that. So I added my eggs. This is about two eggs. Okay, I'm just going to swirl the eggs around so that it fills my pan, and I'm going to get some tortilla, and I'm going to put my tortilla on that egg. Okay, now place it on top and allow the egg set on the tortilla. Once you're able to move it and swirl it around like this, you will know that it is done. Okay, now this is an important way to flip. Cover your pan and just flip it on it. Okay, easy breezy, easy breezy. This is a very easy way to flip it. Okay, and just gently slide the tortillas with the egg back into the pan. Now I'm going to add that minced shrimp of earlier. That's why I said once you start to combine everything, there's no time to mince anything again. Then I went in with a good amount of cheese. I'm using some mozzarella cheese. Use whatever cheese that you guys fancy, and we are going to flip it on each other. Okay, so allow that cheese melt. All right, now what I also like to do is to add some butter and just toast the sides of the tortilla, or the quesadilla actually, because this is not a quesadilla, or in the butter. Okay, it's so delicious. And guys, this was the final product. Oh my god, this quesadillas hit the spot every single time. I sliced into it, and look at that beautiful cheese ball. It was so cheesy. I love the eggs, I love the bell peppers that I added, and I also love the shrimps. It really came out delicious. Okay, so guys, we've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you